Muslims have found a spiritual home at this mosque here in Tempe.
We hope Arizona as a state and the people of Arizona of different faiths will maintain their hospitality and their noble values of equity.
But following the Paris attacks, the imam worries about a backlash. There are already small signs of possible trouble.
The issue is escalating. I myself already got some bad words scratched on the front of my car.
He says Muslims face discrimination because of fears about ISIS.
This tiny radical group is hurting our faith and hurting the image of Islam and Muslims.
Many Muslims feel they have to constantly explain themselves.
We claim it, and we will claim it publicly and privately everywhere, that ISIS does not represent Islam. They are doing their own thing.
And Muslims in America don't want to be confused with the extremist group.
The collective punishment, we believe, it's not fair. It stands against our humane values, our American values, and our faith traditions values.
The faithful at this mosque believe that the common enemy is ignorance because people fear things they don't understand. The imam here says that the doors are open for everyone and he's available to answer any questions about Islam. In Tempe, I'm Carla Leon, Cronkite News.
It's a festival to celebrate the pupusa. Pupusas are made of corn flour and stuffed with a variety of fillings: meat, beans, vegetables, and of course, cheese.
Pupusas are so popular in El Salvador that they actually have their own holiday, which is the second Sunday of November.
The pupusa's popularity knows no borders. More than 4,000 people turned out for the Arizona Pupusa Festival.
We all come together to eat. Everybody has to eat, and I think pupusas would be a great way for people to learn about the culture and to try new food.
The pupusa is a symbol of the growing Central American community here in Arizona.
La comunidad latina en los Estados Unidos.
Salvadoran community is growing every day and is part of the Hispanic influence and economic engine for the United States.
Many, like the Ramirez family, started their own businesses to get ahead.
And try to make something happen, for ourselves and for our families. And hopefully at the same time, impact the community as well.
Central American immigrants left their homeland to build a better life in the U.S.
I think a lot of times there's a negative connection, when you think of El Salvador with all the negative things that are going on over there. And I think this is a good way to highlight the positive.
By sharing a tradition and a taste from home. In Phoenix, I'm Carla Leon, Cronkite News.
The legendary Cuban jazz performer Chucho Valdés gave a unique performance that was even more special in the wake of new U.S.-Cuba relations.
It was a full house at the Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts, where Chucho Valdés and his band took the stage.
Chucho, he performed with this amazing band. Each one of them was probably in their 20s and some of the greatest jazz musicians on the planet.
A well-rounded musician, Chucho Valdés started playing at the age of 3, but it was more than just. He learned from both his father, a renowned pianist, and his mother, a singer.
I'm able to express my feelings, my thoughts, with even more ease when I play the piano than through words.
Earlier this month, the 8-time Grammy winner played the piano in a historic concert back in his native Cuba.
It's a huge step in the relationship and exchange of music and culture.
Arizona fans enjoyed the rare opportunity to see the legend play live.
There were many encores. People were screaming his name, Mucho Chucho.
Even with a broken relationship between the U.S. and Cuba for the past decades, the music shared between these two countries not only survived, but thrived.
Music is the universal language.
And in this universal language, Valdés is an ambassador.
The center plans to bring in more Latin artists, including an orchestra from Paraguay that uses instruments made from recycled trash. In the broadcast center, Carla Leon, Cronkite News.
On the southwest border, people are used to showing proof of citizenship to enter the U.S.
I do business in Baja California and I do business here in California, so I cross the border every day.
Alex Castian is among 9 million pedestrians a year who use the busy San Isidro crossing. The new facility includes a separate line for foreigners who, in addition to showing their passport, will have to fill out a form. Many border residents worry that it will create a new backlog, and this time for people visiting Mexico.
With the new procedures taking place, foreigners are not only affected economically, but also in their personal lives.
I am extremely upset about all this because it's just scaring people away, and Tijuana lives for San Diego.
Border cities in Mexico depend on tourism. It's very bad, says Arturo Ramirez, who earns tips carrying bags for Americans using this cart. For now, the passport requirement is only being enforced at the San Isidro pedestrian crossing, but eventually Mexico will expand it border-wide. In San Diego, I'm Carla Leon for Cronkite News.